right, and welcome back to the Binge Boys podcast. With you today, I'm lying. Not gonna tell you who we are yet. Haha, got 'em pranks. Alright, so we watched the Autopsy of Jane Doe, and we'll be talking about that today. That's all we're talking about. No what you're watching, no other TV show, just a movie. Get used to it. Binge Plus, we're back on schedule. But before that, we're gonna introduce ourselves. With you today, my name is Enrique.
My name is Eli.
And my name is Tristan.
And guys, we watched The Autopsy of Jane Doe, which I keep getting confused with The Possession of Hannah Grace. No, they are not the same movie. Yes, they both take place in a morgue. So you guys don't really watch horror movies that much, huh?
No,
Not
at all.
It took me like till the last couple years recently, and then I got really into horror movies a lot. Like before that, I was pretty pussy too.
Okay,
but
it's not a fear thing. They just have bad plots for the most part.
Yeah, all right, bro.
I'm serious.
Nope. I'm on the first one. That's what I am.
Then I started watching a bunch because, like, holy shit, are they funny as fuck? Like there's some of them. The terrible ones are funny because they're terrible, and the good ones are good because they're actually kind of scary. You know what I mean? And then sometimes you get a good thriller like Get Out or Us. Like those movies are fantastic. In my opinion.
Is that a scary movie though? Like,
it's a thriller.
Well, he said thriller.
Okay.
So
Okay.
It's not
That's
pure
fair.
horror. It's a thriller.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite quote unquote horrors are actually just thrillers. But
So, I don't know, man.
we watched Jane Doe, Autopsy of Jane Doe. It takes place in a fucking morgue. Only takes place in a morgue. There's no other setting. It's just the different rooms in a morgue.
Yeah.
I guess quick spoiler free. A body comes in one day. They find it in the basement of an old lady who just killed herself's house. It's this young girl who has no external injuries to her. They take her and they bring her to a fucking morgue and they begin the autopsy on her. They don't have a name, so they go by Jane Doe, of course. Which, if you know crime shows, you know about John Does and Jane Does. But yeah, so they brought her in, and then it's the shenanigans that happen in the morgue. And boy, are there some shenanigans.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, so I guess quick rating out of 10 before we get going to spoilers. I would say this movie is a slow burn movie for like the first half, and then kind of just devolves into bullshit in the second half. So I'd give it like a solid like 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did watch it like pretty late just to try to get the fear effect, but it also got the me falling asleep effect. So I didn't fall asleep, but I wanted to at some parts. I'd also give it like a 6.5, somewhere in there.
All right. Well, overall, I'd probably give it like around a 5-6. Movie wise, I would give it like a 4.
What does that mean though? Like it's a movie though.
Right. So like,
Yeah.
right.
If it was a movie, I'd give it a 4.
I'm talking about like normal movie, so plot, characters, stuff like that. I'd give it like a 4. But
Okay.
because it's a horror film, and for me on the scary scale, I'd give it like a 7. That's what brings it up to like a 5 or a 6 for me.
Okay. So you think it was pretty spooky for you?
For me, it was pretty spooky. Part of that also comes down to obviously, as you guys know, and many people understand, horror films can become very predictable.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just super easy to tell when something's going to happen. While I would have said that there was like some basic things that I knew was going to happen, it was not as predictable of a movie for me.
It actually wasn't
helped.
super predictable, to be honest.
No, I was saying there's
That's
only a
what I'm
couple
saying.
parts. Yeah, there's only a couple parts that were predictable for me.
Yeah, it's a pretty unpredictable movie for as far as horror goes. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, spoiler-free version. Just I feel like this movie was like 80% on the way to being a really good movie, like 80%.
Yeah.
And somewhere in the later half, some fucking writer change happened, and they fucked it. Like they really fucked it because like they were pretty solid.
Right.
I think the first hour to 45 minutes, you got some solid shit in there. You're setting everything up. Past that, I don't know what the fuck happened, but we'll talk about that in the spoiler section. But yeah, I mean that's really my thoughts, spoiler free wise. It's a solid movie. If you like slow burn horror, I recommend it. If you like regular horror, I'll recommend it. If you're looking for like a party horror movie, it's probably not a party horror. Like, it's not funny. It's not super duper like slashery. It's more of like a, I'm chilling out one night, put this on and a vibe to it.
Yeah. Going on to the...
I wouldn't recommend it.
Going on to the spoiler-free section, or like moving forward with it, I guess. I thought the cast was really good. I thought they did a really believable job with him and his dad, like his corners. Like I thought, like they were fantastic actors in my opinion.
You mean Eric Foreman?
Yeah.
From that 70s show?
Wow.
That was not him.
That was absolutely Eric fucking Foreman.
That's not Topher Grace.
I know it's not Topher Grace, motherfucker. He looks exactly like Eric Foreman, dog.
No, he does.
He has the haircut. He has the stupid fucking button-up shirt. He looks like a fucking weirdo like Eric Foreman does. He's Eric Foreman, in my opinion.
Alright, bro.
Imagine if you had Red Foreman down there doing the autopsy.
You guys know the actor Michael Shannon?
Michael Shannon.
He was
I don't think so.
the last movie I've seen him in was Knives Out.
Who do you play?
Which guy? What? Yeah. Which
so
one?
He was Chris Evans' dad. No, he was Chris Evans' his dad's brother. He was the one with the beard who had the son who was from It. The little fucker who would troll people on the internet. Like, Michael Shannon has a very distinctive face, and for some reason, this guy gave me Michael Shannon vibes. I want to say it's like his kid, but I don't think it is. Yeah, this dude, like, some angles he would hit him in the light, he looked like Michael Shannon.
The old dude?
No, the red Eric Foreman.
Oh, I don't see it.
I can see why you would say it kind of looks like his son. Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's just some of the light would hit him sometimes, and it'd look exactly like, oh, look, there's fucking Eric Foreman. I mean, there's Michael Shannon's son. But yeah, so I guess not to you guys, but to me, I very much saw fucking Michael Shannon in this kid. Whoever this dude's probably like 34. I'm calling him a fucking kid. He's older than I am. But yeah,
so
no.
He's 35.
Yeah, like I said, he's older than I am by like double. But yeah, he looked like a fucking like 20-year-old in the thing, which is pretty solid. The movie came out like 4 years ago, so he was like, what, like 30 when it came out?
Yeah, 30, 31, somewhere around there.
All right, so I guess we've gotten our spoiler-free little discussion bullshit out of the way. Before we move on to spoilers, we're going to do our usual little break. We're going to give a little ad break, throw it to our sponsor, Anchor. Anchor, I'm just telling you right now, you better cut the fucking check, because we got other opportunities coming up.
Wow,
Bitch.
That's a great thing to say to your sponsor. It's an amazing thing to say to your sponsor. Definitely not what you want to say, man.
All right, take it away, Tristan. And we're back. Hey guys, shout out to Anchor.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so
we appreciate you, Anchor.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, so we watched. So Jane Doe, the movie starts off with the lady in the old lady's crib. She shot herself in the fucking face.
Is that what happened?
I think because like she had the gun. Either she either shot herself in the face or she tried to slit the girl's neck, and then it got reversed. She got Uno reverse carded.
I don't know. I just know. I know
it was a gun.
Isn't it the house that burned down?
No.
What? No.
What are you talking about? No, that was when the detective came in and was like, it looks like they were trying to escape something, not break in. That didn't burn down.
No house burnt down in this movie.
The only burnt down house was the guy in the corner, like with the corners, like in the morgue already.
Yeah, like the only time they even mentioned a burned down house was because her lungs.
Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her lung. Because that's all the shit that's happened to her already, though, Tristan.
Was that her lungs or was that someone else's?
That was her lungs.
That was.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well.
All right. Tristan didn't watch the movie.
No. This is what it was. Is because the old dude, they were doing the autopsy on him, and the guy thought that he died from smoke inhalation because the house was on fire. And then the guy was like, "No, it's because he hit his head. He like fell and hit his head and died." And then the fire overtook the house.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the guy who was already in the morgue that had nothing to do with her.
Yeah, that wasn't the old lady.
Dude. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That was a lady in the beginning.
Well, yeah, but there was 2 bodies.
I only saw one in the beginning. There was multiple bodies in the morgue.
No, there was 2 bodies in the house.
There was,
yeah. There was two?
I saw 2. I saw her and her husband, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only saw her with the gun next to her.
No, there's a dude too, I believe.
Because like there was the gun and some other bullshit and whatever happened. Okay, yeah, I'm checking through right now. There was another dude. So were they like? Okay. I guess they were both shot. They don't really explain, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Like, it has random setup.
It's just like something spooky's happening.
Yeah.
Right. And then you find Jane Doe. They find Jane Doe in their like basement or something.
Yeah, buried underground.
Yeah, buried under their house, like under their foundation or whatever. Somehow they were checking down there.
I think they went down there and it was like dug up.
I wrote down that the cinematography is pretty fire in this movie, to be honest.
Facts.
No, it was done for sure.
Like the camera angles, they hit the motherfucking angles like they're Drake.
Oh yeah.
You know, they definitely working hard. Got to pay the cable or whatever the fuck he said. Nice for what? But yeah, no, they called her I said, oh, they called her the Thing. They called her Jane Doe. I was like, that's the title of the movie. And I was getting hype, and when that happened, and then they take her or whatever, and they dip, and then it cuts to the coroner's dudes, and boy, did I not give a fuck about their B plot.
Facts.
That's one of the things that hurt this movie a lot was the B plot, with the dude with the son and the father combo. That was cool that they're morticians. There we go. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Like a mortician combo. And like that's dope and all, but like why the fuck would you be a family of morticians? Like what? All the occupations you could pick,
normal kind of thing. That's like the family business.
But all the things you could pick, you decide, I'm gonna be a mortician for the next 3 generations.
Hey, it's a pretty solid job. I mean, you got to go to med school for it.
Do you?
Yeah. Yes.
Then why the fuck is it a family thing?
Because he wanted to go to med school, I guess. I don't know.
But I feel like there's some under the table bullshit going on. Like this kid didn't go to med school. This kid was just like, he's like, you want to play with a dead body, son? He's like, yeah, dad. And they started just poking dead bodies.
Remember when he was recording one of them? He was like, and I'm being assisted by, so and so, like certified, whatever the term was.
He could have just said that shit.
Oh my gosh!
They live in a little hick town. Let's be honest.
Bro, it's a movie. You gotta have some believability. Yeah.
I want to know this character's age. That's all I'm saying.
He did look like he was like,
he looked like he was in his mid-20s.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Did he really go to med school? I'm calling bull. But yeah. So then they drop up. They show up there in the B plot. He's got a girlfriend. His girlfriend's super cool. He's so worried about he's gonna go try to party tonight. Dad, I can't help you play with dead bodies today. Like they're Barbie dolls. Which is fucking nuts to me. I don't understand you could go play with bodies and then go to a movie with a chick. That's fucking... Dude's bold for that one.
Facts.
He was playing with bodies to go play with the body.
Oh, no.
But yeah, so I mean, like they're having like beef, I guess. Him and his dad are, because he's like, you take things too fast. You always try to move on and do something else. And then the father, his issue is that he can't move on. He can't let go. So he's got one that can move on too easily and one that can't move on at all. How are they gonna balance this out? That's what I love.
I love how it's natural that you just throw in the Uncle Ira voice now.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, like it's like okay, this is like the most like generic B plot ever for a horror movie. It's like, they're trying to overcome issues and the horror is helping them overcome it. Psych! That's what the ending said.
True.
But yeah, no, I think at like this point, like as soon as they got to that, I was like, this is fucking... They were getting way too hyped. They were playing like rock music. They were vibing out. Right. They were chopping bodies up. They're like, what do you think? They're playing like fucking mystery games with the body. They're playing Clue with the body. What do you think did it, son? You already know, Dad. Why do I gotta ask? Why you gotta ask me? Because I'm just testing you to see if you still got it, Jimmy. And he's
pretty sure he broke out the Twister board at some point.
Oh yeah, he broke out Twister. Sorry, Life, Monopoly.
He's like, damn. It's like, damn, the rigor mortis set in. Guess I win.
They were playing Operation. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
facts, you're right.
Except like they're dead, so you don't have to worry about the little buzzer going off. You can just smack all their organs all you want.
Except
basically what they were
there
doing.
kind of was a buzzer that went off, though, wasn't there?
Oh,
Kinda.
not really.
That's a good point. Not.
You know what?
Damn.
You know what?
Explain this, man.
Yeah, but yeah, no, and then so like that happens. They're bullshitting. His girlfriend comes. Oh, we got date night tonight. Yada yada yada. And she asks if she can see a dead body.
Yeah.
What?
Especially
all I can think of is Stand By Me.
What is that?
I don't know what that is.
Stand By Me, like
Nope.
an all-time classic movie.
No,
Obviously,
not classic
You
enough.
ever seen a dead body?
I mean, I've heard the
Stand By
line.
Me.
That
Okay.
line's actually from fucking Boys in the Hood, bro. Come on.
Okay, sure.
If you know anything about when Stand By Me come out,
Like the 80s.
same.
Alright, dude.
I'm telling you, Boys in the Hood. You want to see a dead body, Jimmy?
And I'll say, moving on, I'm surprised that without any qualifications, they let her see a dead body. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Well, isn't that
It is
just their
not.
basement to their house?
It's not illegal at all.
It's not
Well,
illegal,
I mean,
but it's silly.
that's their job as a coroner, though. Is to protect and make sure the dead body is preserved. So you can't let random people go and see it.
I
don't
mean,
know.
yes, she's
I don't-
not
I don't
completely
know.
random.
Well, I guess she just wanted to get horny off a dead body or something.
Okay,
Yo.
that's not at all. But
Come
Why the fuck
on.
was she pestering so hard to see a dead body then? Before they go to the
Dude,
movies?
you think she was a necrophiliac?
Probably, dude. Let's be honest. Okay, there's another more horror movie I've seen that wasn't Hannah Grace, but was it Hannah Grace? I don't think so. Well, I think it's a different one because honestly, there's 20,000 horror movies set in a morgue. It's a very common setting, but one of them the dude fucks the body and then the body comes to life.
That's
gross.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking gross. Horror movies are disgusting. Horror movies are gross and they're sex filled, which doesn't make any sense. Why in Friday the 13th are people always fucking before Jason kills them? You know what I mean? You guys ever seen Friday the 13th movies?
I haven't.
Nope.
You guys haven't?
No, I don't watch horror movies.
I don't like horror movies.
Holy shit. Basically, the whole premise of Friday the 13th was that a kid drowned because two camp counselors who were supposed to be lifeguards were out fucking, right? So now Jason, whenever people have sex at Crystal Lake, he fucking murders them.
Okay.
So that's the premise. So there's there's always sex scenes of Friday the 13th. And it's just weird because it's I'm watching a dude murder people. Why do I feel like seeing this right now? I don't. Because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
If you've seen any of them, there's been 13 fucking Friday the 13th movies. And the same
Has
thing
there really?
happens. Yes!
Damn, dude, that's a lot of.
He went to space!
Yeah, actually.
You ever heard of... Oh my god. After this,
No.
look up Jason X. Jason X is the shittiest horror movie ever.
It's not the I'm assuming that's the 10th one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think there's also Jason Takes Manhattan or something.
What?
He just does whatever he wants.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's
See,
we should watch these.
That's the reason I don't watch horror movies, man. And I'm not titling all horror movies as that, but I just feel usually it doesn't interest me at all.
That's the fun part though. Them being shit is the fun part.
It's just not like that for me unless I'm with a bunch of homies and we're just making fun of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I
Yeah,
did.
that's fine. But watching it by myself, I'm just not gonna watch a horror movie by myself. Man.
Nah, I'll watch it by myself too sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm not creative enough, man.
Jason Takes Manhattan was part 8.
Oh god.
Was Friday the
All right.
13th 8.
Guess it's a marathon.
I think if you count all the remakes, I think there's legitimately been 13 Friday the 13th. So it's matching. And I think also there's been 15 Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Only the first one and the remake are good, but it's that's a different story.
Yeah. Sit back on topic.
Yeah. Back to the movie we actually came here to watch.
Oh my gosh.
Where were we? Oh yeah, she was trying to see the dead body. And then
So they're showing the man with no face.
Oh yeah, the guy got shotgun to the mouth.
Yeah.
I have a question about that later in the movie that I don't know what's going on there, but I guess so. Like they end up doing that. They end up shows her the body. The dad's like getting off on showing her the body for some reason. And he's like,
pretty much.
He's like trolling
smiling.
her, like he's trolling her. Like he shakes the toe, and she's like, I'm like, bitch, if you don't chill
that
out.
was her boyfriend.
Was that him? I thought that was the dad.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the dad.
Yeah,
it was the boyfriend because she scared him when she got there earlier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it bad that when she scared him was the only time I jumped throughout the movie? Like as far as pop outs go?
No, because I didn't jump at all this movie.
I was saying that was the only time I actually like flinched.
I think I know which one Tristan jumped at though.
Same.
There's one pretty obvious one I feel like he jumped at.
If you think it was the cat, then that's a big
no. It's later than that.
Are we thinking about the door?
Yeah.
No,
that don't work.
What?
That wasn't even a pop out. Hey, we'll get there, but
we'll talk about it when we get there.
Oh, never mind. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so like they show her the body.
I pulled my shirt up a bit at that point.
Wait, what were you doing? What were you doing with your shirt up during a horror?
He was trying to use it as a defensive blanket.
I was shielding my vision a bit.
This movie is genuinely one of the least scary movies. I'd hate to see. Yeah. I'd hate to see you watch one of the good ones. Oh my god, I'm gonna put a good one on the list next time.
Please do.
Please don't. I might not make it.
I wanted to put The Boy on here after I put this on there because like The Boy like is actually like dog shit.
Tristan, I'm telling you, you should have watched it with my girlfriend. The entire time we watched that movie, she was just like hiding under the blankets, like trying to like watch it. I'm like, it's not scary.
It's me.
My God. So then they go to dip after they look at the dead body, like from Boys in the Hood, and then as they're dipping, they bring in a new body, and Eric Foreman decides he's got to stay there to help his dad. He can't let his dad do this alone, and then she says, he has to learn how to do it alone though, because what about when you leave? Haven't you told him? And he's like, damn, bitch, I ain't told him yet. Calm down. Also, she's trying to drive a wedge between a father and son generation combination.
You're not wrong.
I'm like, bitch, if you don't respect this man's relationship with his father, I'm like, God, Lee, bitches be different nowadays.
So it looks like they have a pretty good relationship too. Like if they're able to like work together like that, like it's a better relationship than a lot of father sons.
True. Yeah, and so then she's like, well, now you're not getting laid. I'm like, oh my God, who wrote this line?
Facts.
And then he's like, what if I get you popcorn and Sour Patch Kids? And she's like, you drive a hard bargain. I'm like, dear Lord, whoever wrote the B plot needs to be fucking fired.
It was so bad.
It was terrible. The writing for that was terrible. And then
how about I meet you? Yeah, how about I meet you at 11 and you have me all night?
That's like, Jesus, dude.
I'm like, wouldn't you have them all night from 9 and instead of 11? I was like, all right, dude, whatever. I was confused by that, but
yeah. So then they get the body down. Then they start working on it, and it's a Jane Doe, obviously. And like they're figuring out shit. They're like, whoa, this body's been dead for a minute, and shit like that. And then Stanley the cat pops up. He's like, Stanley's like, "Rrr," and he's like, shut the fuck up, Stanley.
Yeah.
Boy, is Stanley like the top 5 character in the show.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
To be fair, there's only like 5 characters, so
yeah, I was gonna say
by default he's pretty solid.
Yep.
And like I just at this point in the movie, it's when it started to get pretty good to me because like the mystery of them trying to figure out what happened to the body is actually pretty cool.
I agree. It's super cool.
And then like how they slowly start figuring out what the eye, so it means a couple days. Rigor mortis hasn't or like already set
hadn't.
Yeah, rigor mortis hadn't set.
There was no rigor mortis.
Which should have been set in by now because it happens like really quickly.
Yeah.
But
also,
what's up about rigor mortis?
They well, not quite about the rigor mortis, but they just left her eyes open like a lot of the time, and that was really creepy.
That was
that got me a bit.
That's fun though.
Squirming a little because define fun, man.
Because their eyes go blah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it takes 1 to 2 hours for rigor mortis to start developing, and 12 hours for it to like actually like develop.
Okay. See, I'm not a scientist, so I didn't know when rigor mortis set in.
I just looked it up. Usually.
Yeah. I just looked it up.
Well, I know you looked it up, but I'm saying thank you for that information.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was saying watching it with a nurse definitely helped because I got everything explained to me.
Yeah. Body go boom boom. That's how my brain works.
It does same.
And so they started figuring shit out, and then like they find out like her wrists and ankles are broken, which was like holy shit, like your whole wrists and ankles are broken, but there's no external damage, so shit's getting crazy. Her tongue's cut out, and then they pitched sex trafficking, which honestly, if that would have been the plot line, that would have been fucking cool, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if like the sex traffickers raided the morgue? That would have been dope.
Okay.
That would be. It depends how you do it because it could be kind of corny.
I've seen a movie before. You guys ever seen like Unfriended?
No.
Have you seen the trailer for Unfriended?
Nope.
Yes.
Okay, so Unfriended, Eli's basically like a webcam horror. So it's like the whole movie takes place from the point of view of like Skype cameras, right?
Oh god, that sounds awful. Like watching purposes.
Okay, Unfriended, terrible. This other one I watched, it was called like, fuck, dude, I don't remember. It was like The Den or something. I have to look it up. It was actually pretty good. It did that same style though, but it was a horror.
Okay.
And the whole point was like, someone else was watching her camera, so you were that other person watching her camera.
Oh.
Right? So you were from the perspective of like the onlooker or like the kidnapper. And basically, there's like human traffickers trying to kidnap this girl. And she keeps going to different places. They keep finding her. They have her computer bugged. They have her friend's computer bugged. And it's just a fucking scary movie in general. And at the end, they get her. They actually kidnap her at the end. And it's like, holy shit.
Damn, that actually sounds pretty good.
It's a really good movie until the ending. Because I was expecting a mystery movie, and then it wasn't a mystery. Like, they were just regular human traffickers. Like, but I understand, like, the purpose of it was, like, you know.
No, for sure.
That it's supposed to be, like, human trafficking's bad and shit. But...
Oh, yeah.
So, the human trafficking angle is a pretty good angle for horror, because that's genuinely scary. Because that's real. I think that's the scariest when the scariest horror gets to me is when it gets real. Right? So, like, a serial killer who doesn't use mythical powers, or, like, human traffickers, or kidnappers, that shit freaks me out.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, that could happen.
Criminal Mind stuff, dude.
I mean, I don't know. Those shows don't really fuck with me like that, though, because too much mystery. Not enough scary. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you're trying to figure it out, not necessarily you're in the moment. Because like in the moment's happening to you, the kidnappers are trying to get you, you're freaking out. Not they've already got them, or they're trying to figure out how they, shit like that. It's different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just wanted the human traffickers to be real, but sadly it wasn't. But actually, kind of cool it wasn't, because there was some other shit that happened.
It worked out okay. So I ended up watching this with my brother because I was not going to try to watch this alone, probably. Honestly. But they started on the Autopsy of Jane Doe, and my brother hits me with this quote. He said, "This kid bringing a whole new meaning to cracking a cold one with his dad."
Oh my god.
I was like, yo.
Oh my god. He said it's a new meaning of cracking a cold one.
With was that with the clippers, or was it like just cracking the
body?
When they open, like they started doing the autopsy, they had to open her up.
Yeah, when they split her open.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying with like the clippers and the knife, the X-Acto knife.
That was pretty funny. Yeah. Oh my goodness, no, yeah, they got an X-Acto knife there. They used a box cutter.
Yeah,
cut it open like a Domino's box when you're trying to put it in the recycling. They got her ass. So yeah, the human trafficking thing was cool. They found out her tongue was cut out, and they go with if they try to do it so she doesn't run away or she doesn't talk back or shit like that. I was like, okay, I'm with you. And then they kept going into deeper and deeper fucking madness, right? It kept evolving. The radio started fucking around. I thought the radio fucking around was one of the coolest parts of that movie.
Oh, I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool.
The occasional radio just giving you a warning, like, hey, I wouldn't fuck with that if I were you. Like, right? Like, that was awesome, dude. The radio's like, there's a storm a coming.
Dude. And that's a pretty while that wasn't like predictable per se, it's not surprising, that they do a storm during something like that.
Oh, I wasn't doing this. I didn't mean literally the storm. I meant like the metaphorical storm.
Yes.
that was coming.
I know. But they also had a storm. And then when the fly came out of her nose, dude.
Oh, that was gross.
That was dope.
She started bleeding, and I was like, dead bodies don't bleed. I was like, what is about to happen here? And then it was just a fly. And
I thought it was gonna be like a mutant.
I thought she was gonna like wake up.
Yeah, me too.
No, that's the other one I told you about.
She was gonna wake up.
I don't know in anybody's right mind as a coroner why you would keep your eyes or her eyes and her mouth open the entire time you're examining her. That's
fun.
Creepy, dude.
Terrifying.
For funsies.
Fun? For fun? That's gross, dude. Like, you have to be sick.
You can like take a selfie with it.
Yeah, just.
I
made a friend.
You can like pose it and like make like silly faces.
No.
You can put like one of those mustache glasses combos on it and like take a meme picture.
You just start putting Snapchat filters on the.
Yeah, you start putting the dog nose on it.
No.
Like, boy, is it cold in here? Hashtag relatable. Hashtag dead. like that'd be hilarious.
Hashtag I'm dead.
Bro, this joke's so funny. I'm dead. I'm telling you, bro. Think about the meme potential with this dead body. To them, this got to be normal though by now. So, like, I guess they would just joke around with a dead body, as fucked up as that is.
I don't think you're supposed to be posting dead bodies either, but
me neither. But for funsies, fuck it, dude. It's a Jane Doe. No one cares. They don't know who it is.
Yeah, facts. Especially with a dog filter, nobody knows.
Yeah, dude. Dog filter is greater than the trench coat with 4 kids stacked up in it.
Dude, dog filter is the best thing to happen to women since probably anything. I'm just saying.
I disagree.
It brings a 6 up to a 10.
Last episode I kind of went wild, so I gotta tone it down this episode personally.
Just playing.
Personally, I gotta take my HD levels down by about 4 notches. So no comments on this woman. Other than, boy, must it have been fucking weird for her just to sit there naked while filming for hours on hours.
Oh God, right?
Yeah, like.
What do you mean? I mean, you don't think they used like a fake something?
I mean, eventually, but she was definitely an actor. Like, I definitely think they probably brought in like a dummy for a couple of them, like when she was all cut open. But most of them were probably her. Yeah,
though anything when she was intact was probably her.
Yeah,
you think so?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they do that. They're not gonna buy a fucking dummy for her. They would just use a dummy the whole time.
Exactly.
They would just Photoshop like they'd CGI the face or whatever.
I guess that's true. I feel like they did probably some of that just for like the opening up scenes.
Oh yeah,
like when they have her all open. But like, it was probably the majority was definitely her.
But yeah, and so then like they pop her skin open and she's got fucking demonic symbols on it.
Oh, and I'm like, on the inside of her skin.
Well,
also weird.
That's after already like seeing the blood pool up when they cut into her in the first place. Like that's not supposed to happen.
Oh yeah, when they went stabby and went, it was like a gusher.
Yeah.
It was like one of those gushers by the foot company.
Yeah. No, when they found the first like demonic symbol thing, Enrique, like with the in her, where was it? Like the little bag? Was it in her lung or kidney or
stomach?
Not her kidney.
Stomach.
Her stomach. That's right. In her stomach. Bro, I literally said, I was like, bro, she has a hex bag inside of her.
Oh my god, a hex bag from Supernatural. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that was weird too because it was just one tooth in it. Like, why one tooth? Why not like a bunch of teeth? Like, I don't.
Oh, wait a second. This was we skipped a little bit.
Did we?
We skipped the part where the lights went out. Because the younger guy went like looking around, and he's like looking in the vent. First of all, he went into a dark room on his own. I'm like, this is okay. This part became, something was going to happen. Then all of a sudden, Stanley was dead.
Was that dead?
No, Stanley Stanley died a lot later.
Yeah, Stanley died way later. Because that was after they found the satanic symbols.
No, it was before they found the stuff in her stomach.
Was it? I don't know, man.
In my notes, before the stuff they found in her stomach. I'm telling you.
I mean, you definitely could be right.
You're right. You're right.
I
don't know.
I
Okay,
definitely wouldn't have done my notes out of order.
it
That's
might
for
have
sure.
been.
That's true.
Okay, so I have the skin note after the Stanley getting his neck snap, crackled, and popped, but
Mhm.
I don't necessarily know about the stomach though. Was the stomach before that or after Stanley?
The stomach was right after they cremated Stanley.
After they snap, crackle,
Okay.
popped his neck.
Because
Dude,
they found,
can we
they
talk
found
about
the
that though?
ginseng weed. Huh?
Can we talk about how the dad just snap, crackled, and popped that fucking cat's neck like it was nothing?
Dude, I know. I was
I
saying.
mean, he had to.
Yeah, I was gonna say he definitely. That's what he had to do. I mean, he put it out of his misery. That thing was mauled to death.
But there was
Like,
no hesitation though.
he works at a morgue though. I mean, he sees dead things. Like he probably just. I don't know.
I mean, seeing dead things different than killing something.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but no.
I don't. Nobody wants to see their pet in pain though. Like
Also, for
Exactly.
what we found out. Ooh. Oh, that's actually good on them. Cause was it though?
I'm so
I'm
confused.
trying to think.
Depends on what
Okay.
you're talking about.
I'll come back to this because I feel like this will be better off later once we get to what her like superpower was. Like once
All
we-
right. All right.
So yeah. Also, I wrote down that the when the radio popped on, it was the news. They said this one might be a lot worse than expected about the storm. I was like,
Oh,
oh, look
yeah.
at the foreshadowing right there. That was
Mhm.
fire. Yeah. So she got all the satanic shit on her, like inside of her skin, and I was like, oh, she was a body sacrifice. You know, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
At that point, I was like, oh, she's a sacrifice. That's pretty cool. You know. And then I realized I had heard about this movie before. Like I knew the plot already.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I like I said, I'm very much into horror movies. So I scour the internet and I watch different videos about different shit, and I try to watch different movies, like horror movies and stuff when I can. When I'm not bored enough to. When I'm like, you know, I got the power to sit down and watch a whole movie. I'll usually watch like a horror movie. I like go to the theaters and see horror movies a lot too. Never mind.
Couldn't be me.
There's one horror movie that's not a horror movie. It's called Fantasy Island. Go watch it. Great movie. Sorry for that little tangent, but I just remembered that movie. So yeah, they did that, and I was like, it was like a normal autopsy movie up until you find the satanic shit, right?
Mhm.
You get the
That's when
satanic
it was
shit,
getting interesting.
shit hits the fan. And boy, I was like, I'm fucking sold. They slow burned me all the way up until here, right? They did it real slow, real 30 minutes of just autopsy gang shit. You know, Stanley the cat got fucked up, you know, had to kill Stanley. You know, rip R.I.P. Stanley, top 5 character.
Flat Stanley.
Yeah.
Flatline Stanley.
Flatline Stanley.
Oh my gosh.
And then, so yeah, they do that shit. They come back, they pop her open, they get the satanic skin shit, yada, yada, yada. And then I kind of spaced on what happened. Can you guys fill in my blanks for me? What happened after they saw the satanic shit?
After that, there was definitely a point like that was just kind of lull in the middle of all that.
So they found the rest of the stuff like on the inside of her skin, and then this is when everything started going wrong. All the doors to like the body fridges opened. Lights went out. And they were like all the bodies were gone when the doors all opened.
Mm-hmm.
And so they were like trapped, and then they were trapped because they went to go whatever. The elevator wasn't working, and then they went up to the top of the stairs, and it was blocked by a tree that had fallen down in this storm.
Mm-hmm.
And so then they went back. They went into the
started
bathroom.
Ringing?
Yes, there was a bell.
The body bell started ringing.
Uh-huh.
I feel like that was the only time that I was like really
on edge.
Like no, it was like the only thing I predicted. Like as soon as he was like, "Oh, we use body bells to see if they're moving." I'm old school. I'm like, okay, well that's definitely gonna come up later. Like he's gonna hear that later.
Oh yeah.
That was the one. Yeah, that was one of the things.
Because they showed like in that mirror on the corner, there was like someone walking towards them. It was like a creepy deal. Like at that point, I was like squirming. I was squirming a lot. I had the shirt up over my eyes. I was like, please.
That was
like,
dope.
Please keep it away.
When the dude was doing like the Silent Hill walk up. Like, have you guys ever played Silent Hill?
Mm-mm.
It's really cool,
but
like,
I think
horror
I know what
thing.
you're talking about.
Like, it's just like fucking nutso, like horror stuff like that. But yeah, when he started doing the horror, the Silent Hill walk up up on them, I was like, okay, I'm down with this, because that happened because he first appeared when they were in the bathroom, right? The office, office and the bathroom combo.
Well, no, right after this is when they go into the bathroom. Well, and the reason that the dad goes into the bathroom is because he went back there. He was going to start working on the autopsy some more, but he cut himself on like her ribs or something, cut his wrist. So he went into the bathroom to work on it, and then like stuff started happening,
and the bell started ringing.
He thought there might be something behind the curtain. He checks the curtain, there's nothing there, and then you get the angle of his son looking at him through the door. Something grabs the old man.
Oh, the bell was for sure before that. The dude walking past was before that. Because then he disappears, and then you assume he's in there with the dad.
Yep. That was freaky. I liked it, though.
That was dope.
That was cool.
Yeah. Then they got him out of the bathroom, but he's been like, he got bodied in the bathroom.
That poor dad. He was a homie.
Yeah, his son hated him, though, for some reason. That's kind of fucked.
And then they decided to try to burn this body.
Hold on. You are right. Never mind. Ooh, phone call. But yeah, so that shows like, you know, that shit. He went into the body, with the body. He went to light that shit on fire. He said, "Fuck it, I ain't doing." I loved it. They dumped the gas on her. He pulls out one match. Lights the matchbox on fire, throws the fucking matchbox. He said, "Bitch, you're dying one way or another."
Facts, dude.
He's gonna refuse.
Yeah, and then he, oh my gosh, yeah. But it's like, come on, this body's been causing you trouble, and now you're gonna try and burn it.
Well, because at that point they didn't know the twist.
Yeah,
I would have tried to burn it too. Like, fuck this body.
Yeah,
or
Supernatural told me.
They didn't even go throw it in the cremator.
I mean, that's fair.
Neither would have worked.
Yeah.
Well, exactly, but they didn't even try that. I'm like, so then they just.
But I got a match right here. The cremator's over there.
I was gonna say, Tristan, I understand you haven't seen Supernatural, but if it's taught me or Enrique anything, it's to burn the dead bodies to get rid of the problem.
Salt rings are invincible.
And salt rings, you can't pass salt rings.
Facts. It's like the sea bear circle from SpongeBob.
Basically.
But it has to be a circle though. Like, don't forget.
Yeah.
No ovals. Because then the doors started to close. Remember, they locked the doors and they couldn't get out, so they had to burn the body. They couldn't take it to the incinerator.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then they try to light it on fire. Then the whole room lights on fire. They're like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And then they start hearing the bell again. And then he tries to chop through the door, but it doesn't work.
But then the door unlocked.
Yep. That's when they start heading to the elevator.
Not before the little dude gives him the eye look.
Oh no, not before. Oh gosh, yeah, no,
that's the one that you jumped at, Tristan.
Oh,
I didn't jump. I actually missed it the first time. I had to rewind. I had to hit the 10 seconds back because I was hiding a bit.
Oh my goodness. Because once it started the long pause, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a good jump scare right here." I bet Tristan started freaking out.
I knew exactly what was coming too. I was like, it's gonna happen. I was like, I don't want to look.
So you start spazzing.
Not completely.
All right, sure, dude. So then the dude does the pop up, and you see like it's a fucked up. Because that's okay. So like there was actually like they were thinking all the bodies were running around, right? Because that's not the shotgun face body. That is the other body.
The old woman's body.
Yeah, that was the old woman.
It was sewn shut.
Yeah, so that was that body. And so they thought it was that one. So then after that happens, they go to the elevator. They start hearing the bell again. And then this time it's the shotgun face guy that's coming towards them. Remember?
Well, no, we didn't see who it was exactly.
Yeah, we did, because you could see his face was disfigured.
I guess, kind of.
You did, because before, as he's coming to it, the light kept flashing, and his face didn't look like a human. It looked like the fucking Demogorgon from Stranger Things.
You talking about the shot face guy?
Yeah, the shotgun guy. Like, before we even know before we confirm it's the shotgun guy, it's coming at him. It looks like the shotgun guy. But then they get in the elevator, they hit it. Turns out it's the chick, right? That was the point where I was like, this is bullshit.
She got clapped.
That's the point I got really upset with this movie because like that's bullshit, right?
Yeah,
because
I agree.
She got all the way. How did she get down there?
How did she get down there without them hearing?
How did? Yeah. First of all, how did she get down there?
Why did she look like the shotgun guy?
Yeah, I'm just so confused.
They did not. They never explained that she has the power to make them hallucinate, right?
Yeah.
So I would buy it if they're the dead bodies, right? If they were the dead bodies, gotcha. I believe it, right? But if you're gonna tell me that they were hallucinating, you better explain why the fuck they're hallucinating, right?
For sure.
Because
so you're telling me they never actually killed the girlfriend?
They did.
No, they did.
But I'm saying that she looked like the shotgun face guy.
Yeah, they hallucinated that it wasn't her.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's what I thought. So so it's all very confusing.
Because at the very least, they show us she has the power to make that fucking bell sound, right? At the end, they showed us that without a bell.
Yeah, you're right.
So the bell, I will give you. The hallucination, I will not. Because they didn't explain it. They didn't show that that's her power. They didn't talk about it at all. They kind of killed her and moved on. And I was like, what the fuck, right?
I know, he was just like super sad, and they were like, oh, we got to
That's
survive.
the point where I was like, this movie's like
Autopsy.
This movie's like 20% from being a real fucking good movie if they just changed a couple things towards the end. If they had her come and then like did some other shit with her, that would have been cool.
No, I would say
if she survived and she helped, yeah.
If I was in their position and like I just threw an axe at what I thought was a dead body and it was just her, the rest of the time I'm just gonna know I'm hallucinating and not even like worry about it. Right?
But that's the thing. Were they hallucinating? That's the thing.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I would think I would be. Like, if I just slashed the shotgun face dude with an axe.
But they just kind of moved on with it.
Well, yeah.
How does she not say anything to them?
That's my point. How does she not say anything? Like, why do they not care that dude looked like the shotgun face point to begin with? They're not like, it looked like this, I didn't know. They're just like, oh no, I fucked up. Right?
Yeah, true.
They didn't ask, why didn't she say anything? Why was she trying to prank me? What the fuck? Was he trying to prank? Is that the whole thing they were going for? She was trying to prank again? So she brought a bell with her? Is that what the prank was?
No, I don't think so. I don't think she had a bell at all.
Because
I don't think she had a bell.
Because that's the only thing I could give you. If you could explain to me she was pranking because, remember, they told her about the bell. She brought one as a fucking joke to them. Yada, yada, yada. But they didn't. And it's not like the movie's long either. It's 1:26. Like, they could have expanded on some shit.
An hour 26.
Yeah. They could have expanded on it, like, easily. Mm-hmm. They could have added, like, 4 extra scenes, and it would have made the whole movie run way smoother.
Yeah.
But that was, like, the point. I was, okay, they're just trying to speed things up now, for some reason.
I was very confused.
They must have had a low budget.
Probably, dude, there was only, like, 4 actors, so probably.
I would say, yeah. What tells me it wasn't, though, is the visuals were good. They must have just paid those 4 actors and the cameraman a lot of money.
Yeah, the end of whoever did those shots,
they just spent the money on all the good quality like shots they had.
Yeah,
and I guess they ran out of money for writers because that's what happened at the end.
Yeah, facts.
Like we could do this ourselves, guys. We got this. Because after that, we get the stupid, shitty scene with him and his dad, where they're sitting with each other. He's like, "You know what? I called your mom Ray." Remember that?
Yeah.
And Ray, I wrote down. I was just like, I'm not invested in this story anymore. You lost me.
That's when I wanted to fall asleep.
Right. I was like, after that, you lost me. And it was supposed to be like the climax. I'm supposed to be hyped.
Yep.
And I was like, they're like, you know why I called your mom Ray? I was like, because you like role play. Because you think she's from Star Wars.
Oh my god.
I was like, God damn, dude. It was getting stupid. And it was just like, all right, dude. So then they go back to the body at that point, right?
Yeah, they started looking at the claw. Well, no, he got attacked again.
Did he get attacked, or was that when his wounds started appearing?
Both. He got attacked again, and because you could see a little bit of bruising after the first time he got attacked in the bathroom. Then he got attacked again, and you could tell that his ribs were like cracked, broken, messed up, mangled, everything in between, because his stomach was like purple. So you're like, okay. First of all, I was like, how is he still alive?
By the time he talked about Ray, did they know about Inviticus yet? I can't remember.
No. That was after this, because that was my next note I was about to get to. Is they get to the cloth and they find Leviticus 20:27, which
Bible
states, according to the New International Version, a man or woman who is a medium or spiritist amongst you must be put to death, or to stone them. Their blood will be on their own heads.
haters. Like, if I'm a fucking wizard, don't kill me. I'm happy. I want to be a wizard. Like,
Facts.
if I can
Gandalf's a
conjure
good guy.
spirit, if I can conjure fucking fireballs, don't stone me, please. Like, I just want to cast fireballs in my little castle by myself.
I promise I'm not evil.
Please. But yeah, so that's like points to, and then they have a year on there too. It was like 16 something or 17 something. And that's when like the Salem witch trials were taking place.
Yeah.
Which is dope as fuck. Like, that is a concept. Salem
Yeah.
witch trials are sick. And
Yeah.
Salem witch trials are also fucked up as can be. Like, oh my god, they were just stoning random dark-haired chicks. Pale and dark-haired chicks because they thought they were witches. What idiot,
Kids,
like,
too.
kids, women, like, what were they thinking? Like, I don't, stupid. But it was cool how they explained it. She was never really a witch, but them doing all that shit to her turned her into a witch. Well, I was
Yeah.
like, that's
Mhm.
dope, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
like I said, you have like 70% of a good movie here if you just clean it up a little bit.
We skipped over the part where they opened up her brain and her brain cells were still developing and making new cells. So they found out she was like still alive.
That was
Yeah,
terrifying.
because he was like, "Is she still alive?" And he's like, "Well, we just burned her. Like, she should be dead. We just set her on fire."
Nope.
Nope. Well, I mean, she didn't burn
Oh.
though, so that's like they should know
No,
better.
that's-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Why the
No,
fuck would you
well-
even say we set her on fire when you know she didn't burn? You saw her.
right. We set her on fire. She should be dead.
Bitch, she didn't burn. You saw. I was
She
like,
did- yeah, you
that's
see her
what
skin
got me
is-
mad. I was like, she didn't burn.
Dude,
No facts.
so it's crazy how, like, they come to all this realization. They figure all this out. Like, oh, you know, she wasn't a witch, but blah blah blah. And then they figured out what was happening to Dad was that what was done to her is now being done to him. And so we're like at the climax. We're like, cool. And then they end it in like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, they rushed the
Yeah.
shit out of it.
They end it in like
Yeah.
2 minutes. He has to kill his own dad. Unbelievable.
Well,
That's nuts.
you're going too fast. You're going too fast.
I was saying
That's
he's in
exactly
pain.
what
His wrists break. His ankles break.
Yeah.
And like his dad just slowly starts getting fucked up. He's like, Papa, no. And he's like, and then like the dads get fucked up. He's like, oh, and he points to the little scalpel, and then he has to Stanley his own dad. Just like the dad did Stanley, he's got to do his dad. Stabs the shit out of his dad. Wow.
I just felt bad because I like the dad, bro.
That
Tell
was
me
cool.
you didn't want Jane Doe to get the fuck up off the bed.
Facts.
I was so ready for her
What do you
after.
mean want? I thought she was going to. I didn't want her to.
No, I wanted her to. I was ready. When her eyes went brown, I was ready for her. I was ready for it to come back, and she's just behind him, and he's like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "You may go now." Like, I just want her to do some pimp shit.
I know.
Like, just be
No,
like,
I was-
"You can go
okay.
now," and
So-
you like, "You killed my father." He's like, "I did what others have done to me. Be lucky I spared you." And I was like, "Oh shit."
I was afraid that it was going to be similar, that it was going to be like what you guys were talking about earlier. I was afraid she was going to get up, you know, she was going to be all healed and everything, young, healthy woman, and the freaky deek was going to start happening for no good reason.
What?
In the middle of this horror film.
What?
Bro, you watch this in a
You're
different
a
kind of mood,
Weirdo.
dog. What the
heck?
fuck?
In my mind, I was worried about what they could
Bruh.
do.
What the fuck?
You watched this with your brother, you sick person.
Your brother was just there. What were y'all talking about? Like, yo, I beat the brakes off Jane Doe.
I was not saying this out loud. I was just afraid that was
What?
something that could happen because people have done stupider things in similar movies. I'm
Yeah, but they've
pretty
never
sure.
set the tone like this and then fucked it like that. Like, that
Exactly,
makes no
that's
sense to me.
But I was afraid that could happen.
Dude.
Bro, you
I
must
just-
have
I-
watched some twisted shit on the hub lately, bro.
I was
No, gosh, gee.
I don't see any plot line where she gets off the table and starts sitting on Papa after he dies. I don't see that
either.
plot line. I don't see it, man.
No, I want to.
If you want to make that movie though, I will watch just to give you some sport.
Oh no! Oh
Oh my
jeez,
God.
no.
I'm good, bro.
Oh.
But I was so ready for her just to get up off the table and just fuck with the kid, like just try to beat his ass or like kill him
Yeah.
or like scare
After
him.
the lights, after he dies and the lights go on, I was like, well, that's cool.
But what was the point of the eyes coming back to life if they were just gray at the end?
Exactly. The kid tries to go back up, and what, did he get stuck again or something? Oh no, there was someone there. He was hearing a voice up at the trap door. He was hearing a voice.
Yep.
But there was nothing there, and he couldn't get out. And then he like turned and saw another body. I think.
No, it was his girlfriend who was laying there.
No, it was Papa.
No. To get to the trap door, his girlfriend. He literally high stepped his girlfriend to get to the stairs.
Well, yeah.
Without even
See, I know that part. Tristan's talking about when he was at the door hearing shit.
Stairs.
Oh, gotcha.
He's hearing a voice at the trap door,
and then it changes to the radio.
Oh yeah, it was.
He turns and sees something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's his Papa.
Yeah,
is that what it was? It was his dead dad.
Yeah,
yes.
Was like right next to him.
Yeah,
yes.
And then he fell.
Said something, right? Yeah, then he fell.
And GG.
Of course,
he didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything. He just peered. The thing that he heard was the radio because it was a song.
Yeah.
Because he said he's like, open up. And he was like, oh, I'm opening, I'm trying, it won't open, no, it's unlocked, open up, and then it turned to open up. He was like, fuck, she got me. And then the Papa appears, he falls down, GG, the fucking movie's over now.
Pretty much.
I was like, wow, boy, whoever wrote the last like 40% of that movie needs to be fucking fired. And then they try to set it up for a sequel.
It did?
Yes. Did you not watch the whole movie?
I'll say at the end, she moves her toe and the bell rings.
That's what I said. Like she can make the bell ring. So I'm guessing she can make hallucinations happen. That's my best bet.
Yeah.
Because but then the question is, did he hallucinate his father at the end, or was that really his father at the end?
How would it have really been his father?
Because she could have possessed the body. She's a witch.
I mean, I guess so.
But then was she possessing the other bodies, or were they hallucinations? These are the questions I need answered.
There's so many unanswered questions, and not in a good way.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, these are cool unanswered questions. It's like, no, these are infuriating unanswered questions.
Right.
The unanswered question I still want is, why did she get the fuck off the thing? And if my other question is, does she need more than one body to come back? Because if you gave me a definitive answer other than a little fucking toe wiggle, I'd be hyped for a sequel. Like if it's like, oh, she got 3 bodies, now she can move like her fucking legs, I'd be like, holy shit, that's scary. Because in the next movie, she's gonna do a time skip. She's got the other 3 bodies, now she can full on move. You know what I mean? Like, what if it's like a hunger bar, like in Minecraft? Like that would have been cool. But instead, they just give us a little toe at the end. I'm like, oh, nice, dude, it's a toe.
Reek's enjoying his toes.
Nope.
I'll say you're the feet guy.
Nope.
Yeah, Reek definitely is. It's okay.
No, we're talking about you, Tremax.
It wouldn't be me.
Tristan the necrophiliac.
Yep.
Never that.
Confirmed.
Gross.
With the way you're acting during this movie, confirmed.
We at the Binge Boys do not support Tristan's actions. We are not necrophiliacs. Tristan is.
That is factual.
Okay.
With this, we'd like to shout out Audible for sponsoring us. Link will be in our description. Get your 1 month free trial. Sign up, get your free audiobook of your choice.
I would not get the guest list. The guest list is a book by Lucy Doley or something like that. She made The Hunting Party. Not a big fan of the guest list. I'm an hour in. The writing is very amateurish, and it sounds like a child wrote it. And it sounds like a fanfic from Twilight. Don't get it. Get some other good shit.
I feel like there was no other better point to put in that. So,
yeah, don't fuck dead bodies, but get Audible.
Exactly. There's pros and cons.
Slogan.
You can listen to someone who might have written a book about that for whatever twisted reason.
Get Tristan's new book.
Whoa.
Boy, do I not think Audible's going to ever, renew our referral deal with them.
Yeah, facts.
They're going to hear this and they're going to shut it down.
Yeah. Well, it was nice to have him for one episode.
Facts. Yeah, so I mean, the movie ends. It was good. I guess they're set up for a sequel. I don't know if the sequel's ever going to get made. It's been 4 years and we haven't heard anything about it yet.
The Autopsy of John Doe.
The Autopsy of Jane Doe 2. The dough is loose. No, the Autopsy of Jane Doe. Gotta get that dough.
Oh my god!
Part 2.
Gotta get that dough. DOE.
Yeah, that's the movie I want. Gotta get that dough. Like, it's fucking silly. Let's see. Do they have any sequels planned? Nope.
It's probably a good thing.
They do not.
Depending on which director they have.
True. I'm reading. People like the movie, but
Dude, Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 87%.
87?
Yes, I saw that last night. I was like, I wonder what the reviews are. IMDb, I was like 6.8. I was like, all right, that's about, 6-ish range is where I was at. I was like, okay, cool. Rotten Tomatoes, 87%. I'm like, what?
I found out recently how Rotten Tomatoes works, like how their percentages work.
Yeah.
It's percentage of who liked it versus who didn't like it. So It's not like a score thing. So out of the 104 they've had, 87% of them said they liked it, and then the rest didn't. So that's why it's 87%.
Still, though, that's a surprising amount.
The audience score is 70, which is around where I hover at, right? And the IMDb was around 7, and the Metacritic was around a 7. So that's more reasonable. But 90% is not what this movie calibered as.
No.
It's a solid horror movie with a good mystery to it. I'd love to see another one or something. I'd actually like to see a prequel from Salem.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a cool way to twist it. Like, make the horror from her perspective, and the horror is the people who want to kill her. I'd watch that movie.
Yeah.
But as is, the movie was alright.
Yeah.
I would recommend it if you like horror movies.
I'd also recommend it. It wasn't really like a horror movie, though. Like, I don't know how to put a title on that.
What is it? Suspenseful?
Yeah.
Thriller?
Yeah, it wasn't really a thriller. I mean, it wasn't really an investigative one. Like, it was just kind of random.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to follow at some points.
But I would definitely. From me. Would you recommend it to someone?
Probably not, just because I'm like a hater and a weenie. If you enjoy horror movies, this one will do plenty fine. If you don't enjoy horror movies, if you're like me, don't
bother, because you obviously don't like horror movies.
But seeming that Enrique's the horror/anime guy, I'm sure that there will be more horror movies for Tristan to watch. So look forward to that.
Oh yes, there will be.
Oh, speaking of, weekly reminder: Tristan is still single, so if there happens to be more horror movies, I might need some company for those.
Oh my god.
We here do not support Tristan using his position of power to obtain women. We just want to let you know that if you
position of power,
we just want to let you know that if you do feel uncomfortable around him, to contact us on Twitter or Instagram, and we will report him to the proper authorities locally.
We do recommend that if you're going to go on a date with him, you do be alive. We now know where Tristan's standards are.
Yes. We would like to announce also a structural change, suggested to us by Eli, that we're going to be moving from a binge plus every other week. We're going to be moving to finishing an entire series in back-to-back weeks, so whether however long that takes. And then we will do a binge plus once we wrap that series, as a palate cleanser / break, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's just for our enjoyment personally, because we feel like sometimes it's stunted our enjoyment of shows if we have to wait 2 weeks instead of 1 week. That's just how we feel, though. So we were thinking about that. With that, are we gonna do Sense8 the whole thing, or just 2 seasons back to back next week?
Yeah. Well, and I don't know.
We may have to further discussions on that. I feel like
we might have to off air talk about that.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna end up being
watching back next week.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably gonna end up being 1 season.
Yeah,
could be just 1 season. I feel like there's gonna be plenty to talk about.
I would say for everyone to follow our Twitter at Binge Boys, BOIS, not BOYS. We will put out an informational update about what we'll be doing for next week's episode, whether it'll be 1 season or 2 seasons, so that everyone can stay updated.
Yeah. So also, for those that do pay attention to the Twitter, y'all are for putting Aang as the best avatar on our polls. I don't know what shows y'all were watching, but it's not the same one we were.
You might have to.
Roku Gang.
You might have to bleep that one. Read just a little bit so we don't.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but
it's yeah. So if you don't have as
whoa, all right. Good thing no one listens to the end of these episodes.
We here at the Binge Boys
do not support Eli's conversational claims.
Comments.
Dear God,
I did.
We're gonna get sued. Audible's never gonna renew our fucking link with them. It's a one week wonder with Audible.
And we're back. Sorry we had to cut that.
Not this week, buddy. Not this week. Not this week.
Not this week? All right,
Not
man.
this
Sorry
week.
for my comments. I apologize again. I don't know how to censor myself, obviously.
And cut. All right, guys. So we just wanted to let you know that this week is over, and that we really did enjoy Autopsy of Jane Doe. We thought it could have been better, and that you guys should also be better in your personal life. Don't be hateful, and remember to love everyone no matter what. My name has been Enrique.
I'm not. I'm Eli.
For how much longer?
Not long after they get me, man.
Dan Schneider's gonna rally the troops to get Eli next.
Come on,
Tristan, wrap the fucking show.
Shout out to B&H for the intro song.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Say your fucking name.
I already did. I said I'm Tristan.
And we have been the Binge Boys. Thank you. Please don't judge us on this episode.